Imagine you're an ant. You've got your ant home, your little ant friends, maybe even an ant family, and you're living your life, doing your thing, going through your day. And then suddenly, without any warning, a foot comes out of nowhere and crushes your colony, your life, your family's lives snuffed out by some kid playing ball who probably never even knew you were there, and you never even knew what hit you. This feeling that life is just pure chaos, that we are just in the hands of powers beyond our control and even our understanding, that's the feeling I get from HBO's show The Leftovers, which right now is in its third and final season. Are you watching it? Because if not, I'm going to ask you this. How much is beauty worth to you? And what are you willing to sacrifice to experience great beauty? Because The Leftovers is the best show on television. And I'm not saying it's my favorite, I'm saying it's the best, and I'll defend that statement. The Leftovers is a piece of art, a work of transcendent beauty that will rewire your mind, it will move you in ways you didn't think possible. This is the premise. One day, on the 14th of October 2011, suddenly and with no explanation, 2% of the world's population just vanished into thin air. Now imagine what that would be like if that actually happened. Imagine walking down the street, you're hand in hand with a loved one, and all of a sudden your hand feels empty. And you look around, you're like, what? You don't even have time to process what you're experiencing. Is this a dream? Am I going crazy? Am I on drugs? And then suddenly you hear confusion and desperate shouting around from all directions. Cars start crashing into each other. Everyone's bewildered. There's a panic. Everyone seems crazed, like they don't understand what's happening. And in this pandemonium, for the first time in your life, you're confronted with a new horrifying truth. That order is just a fragile illusion. Because here's the thing, it's never explained what happened. It's never explained where these people went, how they could just disappear into thin air. It's never explained if that was an act of God or some weird quirk of science, some unexplained phenomenon of quantum physics. The show deals with those left behind, the leftovers, a society gone mad with grief, totally unable to understand or even process what happened. Families just torn apart without knowing where their loved ones went. Was this a rapture? Is this the end of times? Were we left behind because we're unworthy? I want to make one thing very clear. This isn't sci-fi or fantasy. The world of The Leftovers is just like ours. It follows the same rules. It's not like Game of Thrones or Battlestar Galactica. This is more like The Wire. And the questions this show asks are both deeply philosophical. How do you deal with a world where this impersonal, distant, uncaring God has showed his presence like a foot crushing an anthill, but left us without any answers, only more questions? To more personal questions, like how do you deal with losing loved ones without any redress or recourse, without even being able to grieve, to get closure? Now, I won't lie, this is a tough show to watch. It's a show about grief and sorrow and pain and a quest for answers that may never come. But never in my life have I experienced a TV series so deeply moving, so beautiful, and with so much to say about the human condition. And if that didn't convince you, I wrote a longer piece on it on thegreateverything.com. It's linked in the description. Perhaps take a look and let me know what you think.